Hey everybody in Facebook land, this is your host and head coach today for what's going to be called the Sunday Smoothie. Now this is Martin Rooney, the founder of Training for Warriors, and we came up with this idea. Let's do this way to get people some more healthy food into their bodies, and we're calling it the Sunday Smoothie. Now this is the first ever episode. I'm not home on a lot of Sundays, I just realized, so this might be the only episode, so I hope you enjoy it, but also I hope that you benefit in your health from it. So let me explain what we're going to be doing today. The other day on Facebook Live, I did what's called the big idea. And my big idea last week was everybody knows what to do, but they don't always do what they know. Everybody knows what to do, but they don't do what they know. And in one area, more in particular than any, whether we talk about exercise, sleep, or nutrition, it's nutrition. Everybody knows what to do. I can rip a person off the street right now from 5 years old to 105, and they will tell me what is healthy. They will tell me the foods that you should eat. They'll tell me when you should eat it. And then I watch them right now, and I hope you don't have it, with a donut in their hand and a coffee filled with so much sugar, they like to call it a Kalalaka Macho Latte. It's 1,000 calories of sugar. And they know what to do, but they're not doing what they know. So I had a big idea. The big idea was a while ago. The book was called Warrior Cardio. You can get it if you want to challenge yourself and read it in Chinese. You can get it in German. You can get it in Hungarian. You can get it in Russian. And inside Warrior Cardio, I had this idea. I said to John Berardi, who is one of the most respected nutritionists in the world, and he kind of helped me out with this. We made up the Warrior 20. And I had this idea, this vision. I said, what would 20 healthy foods be? Look, 20 healthy foods that you could make the list, put it on your refrigerator at your house, and when the list ran out, go buy more. And there haven't been a lot of people that really wrote in too much about the Warrior 20. Everybody already, I guess, knew it. They're just not doing it. So today, we're going to do it. And we are going to make, for the first time ever, live on Facebook, we're going to make the Warrior 20 shake. Now, you could actually call this thing the kitchen sink shake because I'm throwing everything inside of there today. And to do it, I'm not going to do this by myself. I'm going to do this with international smoothie expert, but also world champion breakdancer and owner of TFW Helsinki. Everyone give it up right now. All you guys give it up right now in the audience for Hat Solo Hatunen! We have a little cheering section in the back, little family right there. Hat Solo bringing his moves right in. And hey, good to have you on the show. And
thank you.
Hey, so all week long, Hat Solo's been here in from Finland, and we have been having smoothies every morning. And this one in particular, we've already tried out a few times for you. We like it, but he had some great insight because, man, they do smoothies all the time. And so we want to show you the ingredients, explain a little bit behind them, but then also, again, give you the big idea that, guys, you know what to do. Now it's time to do what you know, and one of the things you can do is get a lot of this healthy stuff inside of you really easy and really quick with a smoothie. So, anything to start off with while we start getting things ready?
No, I think the best idea is to go all in with this smoothie. So we got everything we need, so let's make it happen.
Well, hey, speaking about that with a smoothie too, hey, this, guys, is a Vitamix. We have the Vitamix. We have tried other appliances. I'm not representing Vitamix. I do not, I'm not sponsored by Vitamix, but if Vitamix, if you're listening, hey, do something about it. But with the Vitamix, guys, the way that it blends it up, the way that it gets things done, I've got 4 small kids. If there is a chunk or a piece of fruit inside of it, you would think that we've thrown rat poison in. So the whole thing is, you have to make sure you've got something that can blend your materials in a smoothie really, really consistent. The Vitamix does that better than anything I've seen. Being able to clean it up and get it done, man, it makes sense. And maybe that brings us to a point too. We've been talking about this a lot. You might already have an argument. You might say, oh, the Vitamix is expensive. Or, oh, buying fruit to eat healthy is expensive. This is this other big idea. And Hat Solo and I were talking about. So what's really expensive though? What would you say?
I think it's the best insurance you can have.
Yeah, so we just talked about that. Guys, eating right is the best insurance you can have. You know what's expensive? At least in the States, because see, in Finland, their healthcare is more free. But you know what's expensive in the States? Going to the doctor is expensive, guys. Getting sick because you don't eat right and you're poisoning yourself. That is expensive. So you know what? Guys, we just went last night, we bought more of this stuff, and it wasn't that expensive. 14, 15 bucks, and you got a week's worth of some of the supplies that we need, where if you go and go to a fast food joint, you're going to drop that on stuff that's not so healthy for you, and maybe a doctor visit will be happening after that. So I don't want to hear the complaints it's expensive. You know what? You might say, well, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Ask yourself if you can afford not to, right? So good point on that. So Hat Solo, when we're making our shakes right here, and we got our stuff ready, tell them a little bit about what we're going with the ingredient right here and the difference of why that happens.
So we're going to start off with going in a green tea. So it's a nice way to do it a little bit different. You can also do it with water, but the green tea, green tea is good for you. It's great for the body. So we're going to start with that, and it gives a little bit different taste to it also. All
right, so fresh brewed green tea on the Warrior 20. I drink green tea a lot. This was, man, I like it. I don't really get a jolt from it. That was one thing he said. He said, oh, you put the green tea in, you're going to be on fire. You're going to get a jolt. But we're going to put the green tea in first. You want to put your liquids in. You want to get your liquids in the bottom first. You don't always want to throw in the hard stuff at the bottom. It's going to make it more difficult when we get going. Before we go any further, two notes. Bananas. I'm not going to be putting bananas in today. I don't like bananas. So I am not a big fan of bananas, so bananas will not be going in. I'm happy about that. Maybe you're sad about that. I don't know. But what I want to make sure is, hey, a little talk too. Guys, I think I'm allergic to bananas. Every time I have bananas, I don't feel right, so I don't put bananas in my stuff. Pay attention to the things that work best for you. Don't just throw stuff in there because it's a recipe, if that makes sense. And hey, and what did you say about the banana and flavor too? Remember?
Yeah, if you want the smoothie a little bit sweeter and easier for the kids, then banana would help. But if you're good with the greens raw, it's no problem.
Yeah, which this guy, you got to see what he's been eating all week. He's digging weeds out of my backyard and putting them, he's boiling them up and eating them, so he has no problem. Other thing, look, protein. So today, we're not going to be putting any protein in this. We usually do, but we have so much ingredients already, we're not going to put protein inside. We would recommend, so what do you recommend? The whey protein?
Yeah, whey protein, grass-fed, no flavor, because sometimes the flavor, if there's vanilla or something like this, it makes that smoothie not that good.
Yeah, so one of the challenges we had is, hey, this one, and we're not here promoting or going against companies, but the flavoring inside of that this week, flavored with both the stevia and I guess the vanilla flavor in the, and sometimes people throw in sucralose and things. Man, it gives you a hard aftertaste. It doesn't mesh well with the food. So, but if you can get that all natural protein, better. But what now? Tell them about either rice or soy protein too. What can happen? Which
with the plant-based protein like rice and hemp and all is good, but it makes the smoothie really sandy. Again, if you're okay with eating sand, I eat it, so I have no problem
with it. In Finland, they love to chow down, and they occasionally have a side of sand. Yeah. But we will not be doing that. And, hey, another thing, too, is your different milks. So, I like, in my shakes, I like the almond milk. That one's one of my favorites. And but today we're not going to be doing that because we already went with the green tea. But these can all be choices that you have. Makes it a little creamier. Yeah. And depending on what you throw in there, if you go more nuts and different things with this almond butter, man, really enjoyable, but it could be different. Yeah. Right? So, and we wanted to show that off too. Now, you can get yourself smoothie books. We've got Smoothie Bible. We got all these different things, but we're going off the book. So we're going off the grid, off the terrain, because I like to just also have some fun and freestyle when I make my smoothies. It's kind of like you think of yourself as an artist. Like, look at all those paints, right? Look at all those colors. Which, by the way, another big idea. You should be eating a lot of colors when you get in there, and we literally have it all. And now what we're going to show you is when you make your shake. One way to get your kids involved too is to bring them in and also have them involved, because I think that's one of the big things I noticed. You make the shake and it's green. We found this, they're not drinking it. But if they throw all the stuff in and it's still even green, they're drinking it as if they just put together one of the 5-star meals of all time. So let's bring it in because we're going to start doing this a little introductions. We've got, hey, everybody in cyberspace, this is Kira Rooney right here. This is Christina Rooney right here. And the star. Come here. What are you doing? And I just got a bunch of hair in my mouth. And this is Sasha Rooney wearing her TFW shirt today. She will be the official button pusher because that's what she wants. You don't want to? Okay. Well, you don't have to. All right. So, what are we going with first? That's Solo. Take it away.
Hey, let's start with some fruit or berries. So, Who wants to be the first one?
Me.
Okay, let's start here.
All right, so, well, let's just pull them out. Let's go. So here's what we got in here. We've got red grapes, we've got strawberries, and we've got pineapples. Here, you want to throw some in, Christina? So throwing them in, we'll see how many we get. Maybe we start with some of this because we may end up filling this entire tub and then having some fun with it. So throw them in,
Yeah. Some pineapples.
And we'll get some grapes too. Get some grapes now. All right, yeah, and that's a good thing. You can eat them while you go as well. Great way to be healthy. Look, kid just ate a grape. Before, maybe I would have had to fight her to eat a grape. Now she does it because she's making stuff. So, all right, we got enough of that. So, now we got that. Now, what's next? So let's go. Hey, we're going to stay with the fruits. We're going to stay with the fruits right now. Let's go with some blueberries.
Excellent choice for a smoothie.
Dump them in. Hey, guys, what could be more powerful? We'll start with that. We'll what could be more powerful than having blueberries? Another big idea for you that I really believe every time. Look, instead of having a handful of pills, right? There's so many people that they end up having a handful of pills. That's not normal. Taking medicine every day to beat some kind of health issue is not normal. Even because it's common, that doesn't mean it's normal. But I like to think this is my medicine right here. Just took some medicine. All right, we got some red raspberries. They were on sale. Buy one, get one free. You can't beat it. Everybody's talking about being overpriced. Okay, let's stop there. This thing's already getting pretty full. Now, from there, let's throw in, I like Granny Smith apples, guys. Man, that's my favorite. I prefer that over a red apple, so we're going to put in a few pieces. That's another piece of the Warrior, on the Warrior 20. We've got some almonds. I'm just going to throw a couple in just because then we can get 10 boxes checked off. All right, that's enough. And then what are we going next? All right, wait a minute. That's going big at the end. We're going big with that. We're going big. Did you see that? Saluting with the broccoli right there. Should we go with avocado? Yes, tell them about the avocado, Johannes.
So we're going to get some good fats, and avocado is one of the natural ways to get good fats in. We don't need anything else to. After that, then it's gonna make the smoothie like a little bit creamier and give the good feeling on the mouth.
And it gives a little color. So know this too. If you got kids, when you're doing the avocado, it'll always turn things a little bit green. If things are a little green, sometimes they don't always go for it. But with the avocado in there, did you hear that? Good fats. So many times people will be like, oh, fat is the enemy, or fat's scary, or something else. And if you notice too, yeah, we've selected a lot of berries, but hey, you might say, oh, well, what about the sugars, or what about the sugars? Ask yourself that when you're eating your next protein bar that's packed with sugar, which is essentially a candy bar with protein in it, before you worry about having too much sugar from blueberries and raspberries. So we actually went lower sugar on some of this stuff. Now, we're going to get to the citrus next, which is important for the flavor combination that you're going to learn about. But guys, I'm not afraid. If you're afraid, like, hey, am I getting too much sugar because I'm eating too much fruits and vegetables, that would be a great place to start, if that makes sense. So, give us we go on citrus next.
Yeah, so we have a lot of green stuff coming up, so the citrus is really important for the taste. Sometimes if you go raw with the greens, it tastes like that also. So.
If you go raw, it tastes raw.
So
and kids aren't eating the raw.
So the citrus is gonna take a little bit, take the kick away a little bit. So it's gonna even out that, balance it out the taste.
Now look, we went whole orange. Look, I even cut some lime and throw that in there. That's a little lemon. She likes lemon a lot, so we put the lemon in there. And you can throw the seeds in there, chop it up, get some of that. There's still real healthy vitamins. And if you wash this stuff, really important, guys, everything was washed a lot before we went. If you wash your stuff really, really well, man, sometimes you can put a little piece of that peel in there and some other stuff too, and get some vitamins as well. Now, we're coming down the home stretch. This thing is getting pretty full. Hey, who wants to throw in some carrots? All right, well, we'll throw one in there.
I'm actually the one who likes carrots.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I like carrots.
Sash, give me a carrot right here.
Yummy. Oh gosh.
All right.
Sasha, are you going to eat a carrot? You're like a little rabbit.
Here.
As you can see, just voiced behind the camera right there for the first time on Facebook Live. Amanda Rooney keeping that camera steady. All right, that's enough of those. And then now we get to the big stuff. The big stuff. If you have learned, if you have watched Training for Warriors, we have made it a personal mission of our network to get people to eat more broccoli. Broccoli is a symbol. Because if you're eating your broccoli, you're probably getting enough sleep. If you're getting enough sleep, you're probably getting your workout in. But if you're not eating the broccoli, you're probably not doing either one of them because it's got to start somewhere.
Johannes, where's your broccoli?
Right here.
Woo!
So we got our broccoli. The broccoli's going in. Tell them about the broccoli. What's going on?
Broccoli is like superfood of like basic superfood. It's nothing crazy, but it's a nutrient powerhouse. So it got everything.
And you know, anti-carcinogenic potential properties. Oh yeah, we'll throw it in. Good job. All right, and then we'll stay with that. And man, hey, so much help that goes into it. There's so many different ways you can prepare it. We're probably going to do some Facebook Lives on that as well. Here, and then now finally, hey, wait, talk about the chia too.
Yeah.
You brought that out.
I'm putting the chia.
He's been stewing this chia for an entire week just for this episode. Okay, you going more broccoli? I like it.
The last broccoli.
So I have chia seeds, really good, like good fats, also a bit of protein. So if you offer a little bit extra protein and good fats, that this is the way to go. And but remember to soak it in water before. So don't just eat it like this. Put it in the water, let it hang out for a day or something like this.
Chia.
Chia's pretty.
Chia, yeah, it's like this kind of like.
So it ends up developing the good fats around it that come out. So look, right now when we go through our Warrior 20 list, we're gonna put water in. We got our green tea. We got spinach is coming next. We got our broccoli, aka cruciferous vegetable. We got the avocados. We got our citrus. We got our berries. We got our some nuts. Now we got our seeds. So we're going half deep in the Warrior 20. Hey, where are you guys going? So let's pop down over here, blocking this, and then so now we've got that in there. We're gonna throw in some spinach, and that's guys, spinach. This might scare your kids, like, oh, spinach, that's scary, that's gross. The spinach really adds no flavor, and man, you're getting all of the healthy stuff in there too. And if you want to bring the camera up to look at this right here, because this thing is a monster right now. We're gonna add some more water.
Yeah, we need some
It's like a
more
rainbow.
water.
So look,
But now
Rainbow,
get me a
it's a
glass over
rainbow.
here. So we are about, guys, you cannot
You should
fit
add a rainbow.
more health and vibrance into one area. This is how the Roon dogs are going to start their day off today. Now let's see.
will it blend?
Yeah, so now we may have to have one of the kids stand on it to
Do you have the
Yeah, we got it.
There you go. Boom.
All right, so.
Woo!
Will it blend? Episode 1.
So let's see. Vitamix is getting put to the test right now. So, all right, hang on. So what it is, as I learned, you set it to the smoothie setting. Set it to the smoothie setting. This is a tamper where you're going to be jamming this thing down and crushing that. I'll let you do the honors on that. Wait a minute.
Give it to
Hey,
Johannes
push
in
the
case it
button.
breaks.
Wait. All right, wait. Let's have Sasha do it. That's what she said she was going to do. So here, Sasha. You don't want to push it? Okay. All right, Christina, Kira, go.
Can we keep the
So
kids
hit it.
straight?
Just hit it once. All right, here we go. Oh yeah.
Well, see, it's all
Already
the fruit.
blending up at hundreds of miles an hour as we were taught.
No, 200 miles per hour.
Now it's going to start speeding up. Oh. Get a nice purple color, which will be more appealing to the kids. As you can see, it's really getting the graininess out of there. Get the cups ready. Wow, it's blended way better than I thought. Yeah, we didn't know what was gonna actually go pretty good.
Yeah, because normally we go a little bit smaller portion.
We might have to tamper that down a little bit more.
Mike Cronin just said that his grandma's blender would have broke about 9 ingredients ago.
Yeah, if there are comments, we're going to address those after. Amanda's going to read us those. So here, we're going to hit this one a little bit.
You can go with the pulse.
We're going to go light speed. We're actually going to... Alright, now we're looking pretty good. Oh, yeah. Alright, so who's ready?
Got stuck at the top.
Yeah,
Well, you know why? It was
this is
stuck
just-
around the rim.
It's just garnish. It's just going to look good for it.
No, I'm saying it was stuck around the rim of the lid.
Yeah, I can
I'll
have that.
take that
You
one,
can
yeah.
see
I
it.
can have that.
Pull that one out.
I'm that finished.
Yeah,
He can just eat a whole.
This guy eats sand. All right.
Wait, I have to see how
Let's see what we got.
Christina likes it.
Let's see how she likes it first. Christina's gonna be brave.
Smells like a salad.
Sasha's the bravest. She drinks them all.
Sasha's brave.
Yeah.
All
Right, Sash?
Let's see what we
Coming
got.
over to me.
You have got everything you could throw in
What you
there.
got, monkey?
It's really good.
Try it. Nah, not yet.
All right, so Kippis.
Kippis.
Everybody, give me some cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see what we got.
Let's try it.
Oh wait, let me do that. All right, you got it. All right.
Yeah.
It's just like your face.
Yeah.
It tastes
All
like
right,
salad.
sit down. Let's see. Tastes like a salad.
It smells like salad.
I like that. Hey,
It
so
tastes good.
hey, yeah, it could have been. You never know how it's gonna come out, but I will say this: this thing, guys, not only palatable, but when you really get up close, if you really get up close on this thing, you just see all of that in there. Just a cornucopia of health. The Warrior 20.
And if you want to add a little bit more sweetness, then a little bit more fruit banana, maybe honey or something like this. So it's gonna change the taste a little bit.
And you can do stevia or something like that too.
You taste the broccoli?
Oh, you taste the broccoli? Here, get it on her. Show her.
I taste
So you taste
broccoli.
the
see.
broccoli right there?
She's
Do you taste
hiding.
some? But
hiding.
hey, so were there questions that came in? Do you see some questions? Let's
Oh, I
see what we
see.
got.
Billy Reuter says he does this with his 3 kids every day. Definitely worth the investment. Little shout out to Vitamix.
Billy
Yeah.
Reuter. We hope all is well in Hicksville. With the
People are
kids
loving
and
Sunday with the
seniors.
Rooneys. John Prano, Rob DeSillis.
The Prano in the house. Hey, John, you're going to have to come down here so you can have one of these. 'Cause you're going to enjoy it. You'll be the next guest on the Sunday Smoothie.
I see a lot of Rooneys. They said this is better than watching QVC.
There we go. There we go. Tell somebody about it. Tell somebody about it.
Shout out to my sidekick in New Jersey, Stephanie Vasquez.
All right, the Vasquez is in the house. See, you shouldn't have ate your omelet today, Steph, and then you would have been able to enjoy a smoothie too.
Tom Robertson, Glenn Moore, fearless.
All right.
People think Thor's in the house.
There we go.
Right here.
A lot of
Yeah,
halusas.
we should have actually brought his the hammer down there for it. All right, so hey, well, I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna conclude that at the first ever episode of the Sunday Smoothie.
Hooray,
If you have some sample smoothies you would like to bring in,
my
or
gosh.
some recipes or something that you can recommend for us. Actually, Thor has his hammer right now too, so we're gonna be ready to go. And hey, we hope you enjoyed that one on Facebook Live. We had some fun with it too. But hoping more than
Yay,
anything else
Sashi.
that you start doing what you know. Guys, there's no excuses. Get yourself a blender, get yourself a bunch of fruit, eat it, and you won't have to eat much for the rest of the day. And man, it's going to be way healthier than probably some of the stuff that you know you shouldn't be eating. So, this is Martin Rooney.
Hat Solo.
This is Hat Solo Hot Tuna from TFW Helsinki. We got Christina Rooney. We got Kira Rooney in the house. Amanda Rooney behind the camera. And hey, we hope you enjoyed that one, and we're hoping that this helps you to bring out the warrior within.